If a network came calling, how willing would you be to kind of tone things down, or do you think that those elements are actually necessary for making the show as real as you want it to be?
That's a good question, and I'm going to answer it honestly, and let's see if it matches up with what I said, because I don't remember. So, and then we'll know. Then we'll know if I was honest both times. Yeah. Right. So, the independent, true to himself comedian in me wants to say, hey, this is the thing I wanted to make, so this is what it is. Yeah. But the real truth of it is I'll change anything you want. If you want, if a network was like, hey, we'll take the show, but here are the changes, I'd be like, you know what, I was thinking of doing the same thing with those changes. So we're gonna have, Derek is now going to be my wife. And we will have a 7-year-old like redheaded cute kid that's going to be like the TGIF G Shucks kid. We'll have that kid in this show, just being a real rascal. Just a real rascal. Oh, he's all tangled up in those cords. Get out of there, Joey. Just stuff like that. We'll do all that shit, no problem. If Animal Planet wants to pick us up, Derek will be an orangutan. That is totally fine. As long as I get to make the show, I'm happy. But yeah, I mean, the truth is in between those two things. Like the same network we were talking to liked Be a Man, and they wanted to talk about like a TV version of Be a Man. And the conversation started at like, how could we see this happen? And I gave them my concept. By the end of the conversation, these conference calls, these fucking horrible conference calls, by the end of it, and I'm not kidding about this, it was Terry Crews, had a development deal with them, so it would be a good idea to have him host the show, and it would be this whole other thing. And by the end of the conversation, I'm like, but what do I do? You know what I mean? Like, what do I do in this? Am I in it? Because if I was watching a show, I'd be like, oh, cool, Terry Crews. I like that guy. He's real likable. Who the fuck is that guy? You know what I mean? Like, who's that fat white guy standing behind him looking uncomfortable? You know what I mean? He's got big pecs, but it's not the same. It's not the same. And it just became this kind of ugly thing that I didn't want to do, where I was like, do you guys just want to buy the idea for the show? Because I don't even think you need to buy it. It's not a new idea. Right. It's just it's baked into what the show or what the movie was. And so thankfully that kind of went away, because I remember saying to Lee, I was just like, I don't think I want to make that show. I really don't. It's gross. But at the same time, like, I didn't hear a number. You know what I mean? like if they gave me a number, I'd be like, oh shit, you know what? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's
Terry
fine.
Crews is perfect.
Yeah. Yes.
I think Judith Light would make a wonderful Derek.
Oh shit, I love it. Only if I get to call him Angela. No, but yeah, that's the weird thing about television. Like, I think we learned a lot in this thing. Like, Lee being a producer.